recently I was walking my dog, spending a bit of time in nature, which is always nice and always beneficial to your mental health, when I came across and got chatting with one of my friends. Now, we were talking for maybe around half an hour, engaged in conversation, and the fact is, I don't really use social media that much, so when I actually have the opportunity to interact with someone in any way, shape, or form, I do sort of take it because yeah, I don't really have the opportunity much to actually like message people on the internet because in a way, not having that much social media does end up making you more of a social person when you actually sort of have the opportunity to interact and socialize with other people. But that's a off-topic tangent and probably a video for another time, to be honest. But in this half an hour conversation, the topic of my YouTube channel came up, and my friend that I was talking to was asked exactly what he thought of my YouTube channel by someone else that I knew. And he said that he thought it was good because I'd become less shy and introverted, I'd almost come out of my shell a bit more, and this sort of rung a bell and set off a little spark inside of my head because my friend may not have necessarily agreed to all of the stuff that I put out on this channel. There may be a few things that he does genuinely like and follow and stuff like that, but a lot of the time, many people are going to disagree on so many sort of things, and everyone's entitled to their own opinions at the end of the day. And yeah, realistically, there was probably a few things that he may have not liked or may have disagreed with. But the fact is he didn't really mention that. He didn't really care about anything that I produced. He only actually cared about the fact that I myself had grown as a person. I'd become more social, come out of my shell a bit more, and that sort of made me realize what a true friend actually is. A true friend is someone who actually supports you. A true friend is someone who doesn't really care if you do something right or wrong, and while they may say that, yeah, you may have done something wrong, buddy, they will still support you and still help you through whatever the hell you are going through. That is what a true friend is, and often we may have one or two of these people inside of our lives, but often the majority of our time spent with people is spent with people that maybe aren't really that beneficial to us at all and don't actually care about our growth as a person. Many people don't actually support us and would much rather that we sort of stayed with them at the level that they are at, instead of like congratulating you for actually starting to sort of improve your life. Maybe you're going to the gym and people like laugh at you for doing that, whatever. That is someone who's not a true friend because clearly they're not supporting you. And one of the older videos on my channel is titled How to Surround Yourself with Better People, and one of the main points that I made inside of this video is that surrounding yourself with better people, because the kind of law of you are the average of the 5 people that you spend the most time with, because of this, I ended up saying that you can accelerate your growth if you spend your time with people who are better than you and can help you grow. Because when you are around people who are better than you, they are less likely to kind of laugh at you when you try to actually do something, because these people are going to be more mature and probably would have gone through the things that you want to go through and that you want to achieve themselves. Who exactly isn't a true friend then? What are the qualities of someone who isn't actually a true friend to you as a person? And for this, I like to use the analogy of crabs in a bucket. Now, crabs in a bucket is where some crabs will try to climb out of this bucket where they've been fished up by a fishing net or whatever. Some crabs will try to climb out, and the other crabs who are still stuck at the bottom trying to figure out how they can get out will pull these crabs who are trying to climb out down so that they can sort of be at the same level as them. And these are often the type of people that people may consider their friends just because they are in the same community as them. They may consider the crabs in the bucket their friends just because they are in the same classes at school, or they are in the same workplace at work or whatever. Many people consider these crabs in the bucket, who may not be their true friends whatsoever, as the kind of people that actually care about them and actually support them and actually will accelerate your growth. And many people consider people who have mutual addictions their friends. Many people who may go to the club together, may party together, they may consider them their friend. But realistically, if when you decide to get onto self-improvement, you identify and have that mindset of being someone who is a constant learner and constant improver at life, when you may announce this to your friend who you used to party with, when they then laugh at you and say that you're being weird and stupid or whatever, you know that at that point, they were never a true friend to begin with, and they never really cared about your growth as a person, and all they really cared about was just spending time with you and zapping your energy away so that they could be with someone and not be so lonely. And this often happens with your classmates and stuff. You may think that a lot of your classmates are your friends, but as with the crabs in the bucket, a lot of these people don't actually care about you and don't actually support your growth as a person. And some of your true friends may not even do these good habits as well. Some of your true friends may not work out, they may not meditate, they may not journal, but they may support you. They may be like, yeah, he's like good for him, he's improving your life. But many people will just sort of laugh at you to sort of almost forget about like their own insecurities and their own problems. Like realistically, they want to be like you because you're working out and improving your life, but they don't really want to put the work into actually doing that, and so they sort of laugh at you to make you feel bad. And in a way, they may think that's going to sort of pull you down like the crab in a bucket, so that you end up coming down to the same level as them and sort of make them feel comforted and not lonely in the sort of state that they may be in or whatever. And with that, I hope you found value at this video, and I hope you understand that a true friend is someone that helps you no matter the circumstances that you're going through and doesn't really leave you when you're going through hard times or whatever may be currently happening in your life right now. And I also recommend subscribing because I like this community of young tribal people who are willing to improve themselves so much more than they already have, and good luck.